Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League match here between Salisbury Inter and Flinders United. I'm your host, David Grant, and I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of football here in beautiful Adelaide, South Australia. Why don't I take this opportunity to run you through the teams. Salisbury Inter will be lining up as follows, coached by Carl Maynard, of course. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Matilda Comley. Number 5, Hannah Freer. Number 9, Zoe Jackson. Number 12, Chantel Ryder, the captain. Number 18, Jasmine Stiles. Number 23, Mina Nishitani. 24, Haruna Sugihara. 29, Terlia Grumble. 36, Charlotte King. And coming into the team from the bench starts last week, number 14, Gabriella DeMarco. And 26, Angela Mills. Flinders United, the lineup as follows. The goalkeeper, Yasmin Elliott, number 1. 2 is Claudia Adicott. 5, Bethany Beale. 7, Cote Rojas. 17, Julie Dowling. 18, Leslie Kigenier. 40, Eliza McDonald Hall. 59, Victoria Rickards. 61, Emma Mackay. And coming into this team from the bench last week, 24, Elisha Rose. And 43, the Canadian Robin Price. Flinders United losing Lauren Frost and Annika Nielsen from last week's lineup, both succumbing to injuries, so 2 changes for them. And of course the 2 changes for Salisbury Inter in Gabrielle DeMarco and Angela Mills, who started last week, coming into the 11, while Selena Cravo and Georgia Box dropped to the bench for Salisbury Inter. Referee today is Dennis Pulashaj, and he'll be assisted by Shane Robinson and Rihanna Herring. Flinders United have found it difficult against Salisbury Inter over the years. Last year Inter did the double over them with a 3-0 win in round 16. Goals from Katie Bowler and Selena Cravo, and an own goal by Jolie Dowling, who plays today. And in round 7 of 2024, a 2-1 win for Inter. Erin Hood, Chantel Ryder, the goal scorers for Inter, and a Jessica Signorello own goal was all that Flinders could muster. In 2023, Inter did win 2-1, with Sugihara scoring and Nicole Calder scoring. And Cote Rojas, who's back in this team, scored Flinders' goal. And in round 5, the earlier game that year, it was a 1-1 draw, the last points that Flinders managed to take from Inter. Claudia Hewitt and Nicole Calder were the scorers for Flinders and Inter respectively. And we're underway here. Jolie Dowling receives the ball here in the right back position. As Flinders look to try and get something early here. Styles combining well with Calder and playing in Matilda Comley, the goalkeeper. She looks to clear with her left foot. Gets to Nishitani. She's got Dowling on her. Dowling wins the tackle, but not the ball. Salisbury to come away with it. Angela Mills now with the ball in the middle of the park. Gets stuck under her feet somewhat. Kigenier clears. Nishitani gets there, but allows the ball to run out of play to win the throw. Charlotte King receives now. Decent first touch, but Dowling gets a toe in. King still has it, feeds it back to Nishitani. Hannah Freer opts to go back to the goalkeeper Comley, who clears and finds touch. If you've just joined us, you're watching the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League between Salisbury Inter, the home side, and Flinders United. It's 0-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Here's Jolie Dowling now receiving the ball. She's had plenty of it in this first 2 minutes. Opts to go back to Leslie Kigenier. Kigenier hits a shot into the middle. Shot come cross, and eventually it goes back to Comley, who collects. Long high ball into this autumn sky. Salisbury Inter look to try and just settle, win possession and hold on to it. Jasmine Styles loses out there. Mina Nishitani feeds the ball over the top to Sugihara on the far side. Sugihara plays in Styles in the overlap. Styles gets the cross in, but it's blocked by it's gone out in the full. Actually, I thought Kigenier had touched it, but it's gone out in the full, and it'll be a goal kick for Flinders United. Yasmin Elliott to take. Young Yasmin Elliott, winner of the save of the week just 2 weeks ago. Very promising young goalkeeper. Free kick won by Flinders on that far side. Free kick for Flinders United, whose shirt numbers are quite difficult to make out. So you'll have to forgive me if I struggle to make out the players on the far side. Free kick anyway. Wind assisted, and they went all the way through there. But ended up out of bounds, and it's a goal kick for Comley to take. Just beyond the reach there of Eliza McDonald-Hall. But they'll need to keep an eye on that wind. It's very breezy out there, as you can perhaps see from certainly Claudia Aldicott's shirt is blowing in the breeze. And Robin Price, who's moving up there to challenge for the ball there. Salisbury to look to play out, but Flinders are playing a very high press, and Price wins the ball. Here's Cote Rojas, makes her way into the penalty box. A real danger if she can get going. And wins the corner. And over these first 5 minutes or so, Flinders have started very brightly. Corner for Flinders United. On that far side. You can see from the corner flag the breeze is blowing quite the thing, but the ball comes in. Penalty spot. And it's cleared. Sugihara tries to get away with it. And that's some shot there, but a foul given for the earlier infringement by referee Dennis Poulajaj. Chantel Ryder to take. Sugihara, Shitani, little chip over the top. Angela Mills was onto it. Flinders clear the lines through Emma Mackay. Sugihara and Nishitani combine. Ball comes back to Hannah Freer. Sugihara in a mess, and eventually the ball goes out. Last player to touch it was a Flinders player. The two Japanese players combine again. Sugihara and Nishitani. And it comes back to Nishitani, but Chantel Ryder's got a race on her feet, on her plate here, because Cote Rojas has got the ball. And the diminutive striker makes her way into the penalty box. Good recovery by Chantel Ryder, and the ball goes out for a corner. Corner kick to come in from Flinders United. Near post, it's a good one. Dealt with or not. Shot eventually comes in, and a great save by Comley there. Claudia Audicott with the shot there. Salisburyans still haven't cleared their lines, and here's Audicott again inside the box. United still have it. Nice little flick by Cote Rojas. Makes her way to the byline to cut back. But it's blocked and it goes out, and Salisburyans are really defending for their lives just now. Massive game for both clubs. Salisburyans sit 7th in the ladder of 10 with 1 win and 2 losses. And it's the same for Flinders. They also have 1 win and 2 losses, but they sit 8th in goal difference. Both have 3 points. As we prepare to see this corner come in. It's a lot deeper. Same sort of spot though. Comley punches. Sugihara clears. Comes out to Cotty Rojas, who seems to be everywhere. She might have a shot from here, and that's going to dip, and it's hit the bar. Some shot by Cotty Rojas, but following up. Blocked by Comley. Odecott's had a swing, and Inter have cleared. And great pressure from Flinders United there. They just couldn't find their way into the goal. But they have another corner. The table is tight. A win today could temporarily put one of these teams up to 4th from 7th and 8th respectively, so massive game for both. The corner comes in, but the wind takes it. That'll go out for a goal kick harmlessly. Chantel Ryder receives the ball from the goalkeeper Comley, and Inter look to play it from the back, but this Flinders press is really working well. Claudia Odecott has really had a couple of chances. Just a bit unlucky not to get something from them. They come through the middle again, through Robin Price. Eliza McDonald-Hall now makes her way down the side, but the shot is blocked by Hannah Freer. We're going out cleanly, actually. It's a goal kick, but Hannah Freer doing the hard work there to put McDonald-Hall off. Comley goes short. Inter don't want to try and just clear the lines. They want to try and play it out from the back, but hasn't really been working so far for them, in my opinion. Flinders certainly starting the brighter of the two. McDonald-Hall. Combining well with Robin Price. Jolie Dowling with the throw in on this near side now. Plenty of movement from Flinders to give her options. She finds Claudia Odecott. It's a foot race here, and Leslie Kigenier deals with it. The back of Haruna Sugihara's attention, and her compatriot Nishitani will take the throw. Nishitani goes line, finds Charlotte King. King gets the better of Kigenier. She'll cross with her left, goes to the edge of the box. And the shot's been sliced. In fact, it's not even gone out. Yasmin Elliott clears for Flinders. Zoe Jackson, the player with a slice shot there, but it's ended up for a throw-in for Salisbury, which they've now taken. Terlia Grumble on the far side. Eventually the cross comes in, well stopped by Kigenier. Nice piece of defending. It comes to Nishitani, but she gets her blockage wrong. And here's Eliza McDonald-Hall with the ball now, finds Cotty Rojas. Inter clear, only as far as Sugihara. Forced back. Some strong work by Flinders there. Zoe Jackson doesn't quite get it. Charlotte King's got it for Salisbury, so the outcome they might have wanted. Jasmine Stiles now, good idea to thread the ball through there, but it's not going to quite make its target. Kigenier clears, McDonald-Hall. It's a throw in this near side to be taken by Julie Dowling. Younger sister of Adelaide Hills Hawks Brodie Dowling from State League 2, for those who know him. Plenty of siblings play in this WNPL and NPL competition here in South Australia. And at the 15-minute mark on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard, it's 0-0 here between 7th on the ladder and, what did I say they were? 8th. All to play for. As Flinders look to clear the line, Salisbury are playing a sort of counter-attacking football. And when they get that space, they do look threatening. Flinders United making every effort to reduce that space when they can, playing a high pressing type of football. Nishitani with the throw in. Finds Styles. Styles looks to put it across, doesn't quite make the pass complete. Gotti Roas tries to chip her, but Styles ends up with it. She tried to thread in her strikers there, but didn't get to it. And but Salisbury have retained possession. Here's Hannah Freer. Nishitani still has it. Nishitani. Dowling's done well though. And together, Flinders United's players have managed to win possession, but it only comes as far as Hannah Freer again. She chips into the middle. Some good combination play there from Salisbury Inter. Maybe just starting to find their feet a little bit. Taking them 15 minutes to do so, but looking a bit more comfortable in the ball. Charlotte King takes a throw in the far side. She seems to have swapped over to that right. Ball pumped right up into the middle of the air. Here's Gotti Roas. Tries to bring it down. Tries to find the feet of McDonald Hall. And it ends up with Angela Mills, who chips inside. Doesn't reach its target though. Claudia Adicot's received a knock to the face there from one of her teammates. Alicia Rose. And it's a drop ball, which these days is handed literally to the player, and Hannah Freer takes it, goes out wide to the far side to Gabriella DeMarco. The ball goes out, and Charlotte King will take the throw in for Salisbury Inter on the far side. Styles with a little flick through, looking for Charlotte King. Leslie Kagenier has it at her feet though. Kind of got stuck under her feet. It's congested over there, and eventually the ball's cleared. Salisbury Inter throw in. Charlotte King now. She's had a lot of the ball this first half. Flinders really struggling to contain Inter there, but they found the space here on the right hand side. McDonald Hall. Flag has gone up, but they're playing through. The flag had gone up for offside there, but I believe the goal's been awarded. And the referee is coming over to the sideline here to have a chat with the assistant. Rihanna Herring, who had her flag up quite early. And the goal stands. And you can say that Flinders United are probably in a position where they probably deserve that 1-0 lead. I mean, I think Salisbury Inter were settling into it a little bit better over the last 5 or 10 minutes, but over the piece, a good solid start by Flinders United, and they find themselves 1-0 up, and I'm as surprised as you are about that, folks. Should always play the referee's whistle, of course, and I didn't do that, not even in commentary. Saw the flag going up at the sideline here, but I assume it was for offside, but it's been overruled anyway, and it's 1-0 for Flinders United. And we're back underway. Jasmine Stiles ships it forward. Kigenier deals with it well. Stiles comes back through. Here comes Salisbury Inter looking for an equaliser. Comes to Stiles. Breaks the back post. Angela Mills. But she gets the shot wrong. Pushes it wide, and the score remains 1-0 for Flinders United. Julie Dowling now. Almost strikes the ball to her teammate, McDonald Hall. The outcome is a throw for Flinders United though. Dowling with the throw goes down the line. Claudia Adicott can't win it. Jasmine Stiles has it at her feet now. Solid defending again by Dowling. She's done well. Sugihara and Nishitani. It's Nishitani with the throw now. Sugihara waits in the middle, but she goes to Stiles. Stiles back to Hannah Freer. Flinders still have it. 2 players beat with that turn. Offside there, but a fine through ball there from Bethany Beale. Chantel Ryder with the kick now. Goes long into the middle. It breaks to Sugihara. Oh, doesn't quite get to her. Flinders come away with it. And I believe we're stopping for a drinks break. It is warm out there in the pitch. It is warm out there in the sun. Not quite as warm as it can be here in South Australia, but warm enough that taking on fluids is a good idea. A healthy idea. If you've just joined us, you're watching the Women's National Premier League match here in South Australia. Proudly brought to you by RAA, proud supporters of football in South Australia, and Apex Steel, supporters of women's football in South Australia, and particularly the WNPL. It's nothing each. Sorry, it's 1-0 for Flinders United on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. There were a couple of games played last night in the WNPL. West Adelaide were 2-1 winners over Comets. Nina Yamada and Nicole Blackett, the goal scorers there for West Adelaide, with an Emily Hazelwood goal for Comets. And Adelaide City drew 2-2 with NTC. Grayson Bleschke scored 2 goals for NTC. Bianca Gray, Valeria Forbes, the 2 goal scorers for Adelaide City in those games last night. We're about to get back underway here. Throw in the far side, Charlotte King to take. Flinders defending resolutely here. Salisbury are continuing as they had been before the break and before the goal in the 19th minute. Just trying to get confirmation of the goal scorer for you. Courtney Roas with the ball now. Almost rugby tackle to the ground there by Hannah Freer, but she somehow still has the ball and eventually concedes the free kick. Go along. Styles has it in the middle of the park. Pass to McDonald Hall is wayward. We'll go out for a throw in. Nishitani to take. Nishitani takes a throw. Goes to Mills. Mills gives her it back. Ball goes out. Throw in for Flinders, which Kagenier has left for Dowling to take. It's a lovely little chip over the top from Claudia Adicott, who's dropped a little bit deeper. Sorry, Bethany Beale was the player who put the chip through, but Claudia Adicott's the player running onto it, but it's chipped over the top. Kagenier will now chase this one back. She has her goalkeeper as an option, decides to try and clear it, goes for Dowling. Close attention from Angela Mills there for Salisbury Inter, and they win the throw. Sugihara now. Nice feet work. Goes back to Nishitani. She crosses in with her right. It's close to the keeper. And well taken there by young Yasmin Elliott. Solid. Cote Rojas versus Chantel Ryder. Cote Rojas wins, makes her way in towards the penalty box. Nice take here. Matilda Comley now with the goal kick here for Salisbury Inter. Still trying to get confirmation of the goal scorer for you folks. Here is Flinders United have a 1-0 lead as we approach the half-hour mark. Ball played through to Cote Roas. Assistant has her flag up pretty quickly, and it's a kick for Salisbury Inter. Chantel Ryder with it, the captain. Here's Angela Mills. Receives the ball. Chips into the middle. Looking for Sugihara. Sugihara still has it. Tries to go back to Jasmine Stiles. Sugihara still has it. Edge of the box. Makes her way into the middle. Suggestion, an appeal of a handball there, but waved away by the referee. Claudia Adicott has it now in the middle of the park. Can't quite get it under control. Charlotte King forces play back. Yasmin Elliott clears. Throw in for Salisbury on the far side. Charlotte King will take. Sugihara wins a throw in. And Charlia Gomble on the far side is taking these throw ins, folks, sorry. Now it's Charlotte King. Appeals for a foul, waved away. Cote Roas ends up with it for Flinders United. Chip forward. Jasmine Stiles is through. Yasmin Elliott gets there first, collects the ball, albeit perhaps a little unconvincing, but safe anyway, and she clears. Cote Roas, nice little flick, she does him very well. Adicott tries to play in Rojas, doesn't quite get there. Salisbury clear again. Kigenier wins the header. Adicott again, looks for Rojas. Inter clear again. Charlotte King. Nishitani, chip over the top to Sugihara, that's superb. Sugihara might not get there. Stiles does, but can't hold it. It's outside the penalty area and Sugihara has scored. And Salisbury Inter have drawn level. All to play for here, folks. Nice little finish by Sugihara. Elliott was caught in no man's land, but she had to come out. When she came out of the box, was unable to obviously pick the ball up. And Sugihara's taken full advantage of it and levelled the scores. It's 1-1 here at Service FM Stadium in the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League South Australia. Sugihara did get a goal last week in their 2-0 win over Campbelltown. Ball's played through here to Adicott. She's in a little bit of space. Crowded out though and cleared by Chantel Ryder. And we think the Flinders United goal back in the 19th minute was scored by Victoria Rickards. Still waiting for that to be confirmed. Carl Maynard, Salisbury's our coach, saying you've got to be quicker, you've got to move. Scotty Rojas terrorises them down the left-hand side again. Scotty Rojas, nice take. Dances her way into the box. Goal kick. Chantel Ryder now goes long. Scotty Rojas signalled to be offside again. Chantel Ryder now with the free kick for the offside. 10 minutes till the half-time break. 1-1 here in the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League South Australia. Scotty Rojas collects again. She's got Adicott in the run. Adicott's challenged by Hannah Freer. Gets a toe in. Cross eventually comes in. Scotty Rojas collects, but she's a mile offside. Easy decision for the adjudicators to make there. Comley takes the kick. Goes to McDonald Hall. Scotty Rojas is off again. She won't get this one, surely. Matilda Comley now with the kick for Salisbury Inter. Targets Charlotte King. She's got it now, but and wins the free kick. Jasmine Stiles looks to take it. Robin Price puts herself in front of the ball, but kick's eventually taken. Zoe Jackson on the far side there getting a bit of the ball, but it ends up with Chantel Ryder. Angela Mills. Awkward fall. And lands on her shoulder heavily. Jolie Dowling, Flinders United player, picks herself up and walks away with a bit of a limp, but Angela Mills has stayed down. Holding her shoulder. Trainer hasn't been called on, so Mills is back in her feet. Kick goes into the middle, cleared back again here. Stiles tries to go out wide. It's cleared back to Comley. Comley goes short. Plays a 1-2 with Chantel Ryder and eventually clears. Angela Mills had a good game last week. She came on, scored the second goal in Salisbury Inter's win against Campbelltown 2-0. Left it late though. She came off the bench and scored in the 91st minute. A 2-0 win over Campbelltown, who have are not out their depth of the newly promoted side from the WSL this year. not out of their depth, but have struggled to make their mark. Flinders still have it. Here's Cotty Roas, couldn't quite get it under control. Interplay out wide. Styles gets the better of Dowling. Here's Angela Mills. She's got Kagenier on her shoulder. Kagenier can't catch her. Mills still has it. Little chip into the middle. Charlotte King's first touch maybe have let her down, and it's come to Sugihara. Sugihara's right on the penalty spot but can't get her feet right. And Inter eventually clear. And a chip over the top from distance by Zoe Jackson, which had Yasmin Elliott unsettled, but it's gone out. And it'll be a goal kick. So it's Yasmin Elliott with the goal kick now for Flinders United. Ball one on the far side to Leah Gomble. Concedes a throw in. Cotty Roas is onto this. She's going to get there first. She still has it. Brave goalkeeping by Matilda Comley, who comes out to collect. 40 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. Angela Mills wins the free kick for Salisbury Inter. Nishitani retrieves the ball for Chantel Ryder, who'll take this free kick. Opts to go wide out to the right hand side. So it was a good idea there to put the ball out wide right, but it didn't quite come off. Comley clears. Chantel Ryder now with it. Goes back to Nishitani, who's dropped very deep. Doesn't have the options and is forced back by Adicot's persistence. Here's Zoe Jackson. Can't quite get the pass out wide. And it comes back to the goalkeeper, Matilda Comley. Sugihara was aiming for Turlia Gromble down the wing but didn't get the pass quite right. It's cleared and in to get the throw. Here is Gromble now. Wins the throw again. Salisbury are really pressing there. Flinders clear the line. And a little chip over the top. And Cotty Roas has been called offside. And that was very tight. That was a very tight decision, but it's been given, so we move on. Chantel Ryder will take the kick. I say it was tight because I'm not convinced she was in her opponent's half when the ball was played, but it doesn't matter. Chantel Ryder's got the kick now. Nishitani receives. Adicott feeds it out wide to McDonald Hall, but Comley will get there first. Clears well with her left foot. Julie Dowling with a thrown out on this near side. Aiming for McDonald Hall. Salisbury will get the possession. Here's Sugihara. Emma Mackay is a player there who's won the free kick, although she's landed very awkwardly there. Kigeni will go long. Both players missed it there. Chantel Ryder has a swing. Goes out. Throw in for Flinders. As we tick over the 45-minute mark. Ryder clears and loses a shin pad. Kigeni's in a foot race here. Angela Mills still has it. Tries to thread the ball through to Charlotte King. Doesn't quite come off. Right idea though. As the referee has a glance at his watch. 45 minutes are up. Charlotte King receives the ball from the throw-in. Down in the corner. Flinders clear the lines, only as far as Chantel Ryder. Adicott pays her close attention. She finds Hannah Freer. She spreads the ball way out to the far side, looking for Sugihara. But Flinders clear the lines. Through Emma Mackay on the far side. Can't be long left now in this Women's National Premier League match. It's proudly brought to you by RAA, proud supporters of football in South Australia, and Apex Steel, sponsors of the Women's National Premier League. That's the half-time whistle gone. It's 1-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Scoring was opened in the 19th minute by Victoria Rickards, we believe, yet to be confirmed. After everybody hesitated following an indecision on whether a ball was onside or offside, or a player was onside or offside, but the goal stood. It's 1-0 at that point. And then in the 33rd minute, Haruna Sugihara pulled one back for Salisbury Inter to level the scores. It's been a fairly even first half, but for my money, Flinders United maybe slightly ahead. I can't see the statistics like you guys can at home, but that's how I see it. I'm going to go off and have myself a little cup of tea and a scone with Jeannie, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back soon.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. play football.
Labasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Busasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Those lines of Tavares. He then cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingus.
Goes to Konstantinopoulos, 1-on-1 with Lazeka. Crispin Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Headed away only to Metro Stars though. Edge of the box here, Visser. Now Gow with a little flick, Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on. What a goal. Oh wow! Oh my god! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
By Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. Mine's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8.
Costelli, beaten to it by Caden, now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half time, David.
That's a beautiful finish. Just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement at the celebration of football, Football SA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Can they do something here? Plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker! Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, at least it keeps the play rolling instead of it turning around.
Have a shot. Gone in. Tom and Bonner and Bustos, who we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes just come into the game. As he won a lot.
Goes to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. Long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge, and it looked like Elliott never picked it up, and Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away. Or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun. But did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Ghana United is like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
make its way through to Nicola despite the deflection. Here's Hazelwood, who does well to control the ball with the head. Hazelwood storming into the area, tries the shot, great save. And that should give Elliott a bit more confidence. He's done really, really well there. That ball was travelling.
Here's Hood, just needs to finish, gets it past Murphy. Needs to have some sort of hit. And Murphy manages to backpedal and make the stop.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
I think Atletico is being built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We've got a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks, are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back here to Service FM Stadium, Jeps Cross. Sunny, beautiful, autumnal day here in Adelaide, South Australia. And you're watching the RAA Women's National Premier League match here between Salisbury Inter and Flinders United. A very tight first half. Ended up in a 1-1 scoreline at half-time. Victoria Rickards, we think, scored the goal in the 19th minute for Flinders United. It was a bit scrappy after a breakaway. And Haruna Sugihara scored the equaliser for Salisbury Inter in the 33rd minute. I'm your host, David Grant. Got Jeannie on camera. And we're going to bring you the next 45 minutes of this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League match. Right to your living room. For those of you who aren't here, couldn't make it, or whatever. And Angela Mills, Salisbury United, gets us back underway. Jasmine Stiles pumps the ball forward. And it's one for Terlia Grumble to chase. Can't see any changes at half-time from either side. Although I must confess, the numbers in the backs of Flinders United are very hard to make out. But if I do notice any changes, I'll certainly advise you of them. Styles played in, but the ball breaks all the way back through to Yasmin Elliott. Julie Dowling clears for her. Two girls who played a lot of their junior football up in the Adelaide Hills for the Hills Hawks. Concede the throw-in on the far side. Taken by Nishitani. Eventually cleared by Leslie Kagenier. Two games played last night. West Adelaide beat Adelaide Comets 2-1. Nicole Blackett, Nina Yamada scored the goals for West Adelaide, and Emily Hazelwood pulled a consolation back for Comets. Adelaide City drew with NTC 2-2. Bianca Gray, Valeria Forbes, the goal scorers for Adelaide City. And Grayson Bleschke scored 2 for NTC. Although the second of those two, which was scored very late in the game, not sure how much contact Grayson had with the ball. But it matters not. Doesn't matter how it goes in as long as it goes in. So 2-2 there last night between those two sides. This is an intriguing counter here though, here at Service FM. This is 7th on the table versus 8th. Both sides coming into this having played 3 games. This is round 4. 1 win and 2 losses for each of them. As we watch this free kick floated in. Penalty spot cleared by Kagenier. Zoe Jackson tries to make the ball go back to her teammate Terlia Grumble. But Flinders win possession. Quick throw in taken here on this far side. Lobbed over the top to Cote Rojas. She still has the ball. She's got 2 players in the middle. She's crossed in for Adicott. Comley, the goalkeeper, has intercepted well and takes the ball confidently. Salisbury Inter coming into this in the back of a 2-0 win last week against Campbelltown. Sugihara and Angela Mills, the 2 goal scorers from last week. And that was their first win. In round 1 they had a 3-2 loss to West Adelaide at home, and a 2-0 loss away to Metro United the week after. So 2 losses and a win for Salisbury Inter coming into this. And a similar story for Flinders United. Lost their opening game 4-1 away at Comets. Then they had a 4-0 win against the bottom side Campbelltown, but then succumbed 5-1 against NTC at home in their last league outing. But it's a tight table. String a couple of wins together and you can find yourself right up in those top 2 or 3 spots. But the ball's broken here. Comley will clear for Salisbury Inter. Only as far as the halfway line, where it was collected by Emma Mackay. But here's Cote Rojas in the middle of the park. Offside given though. Chantel Ryder takes. Goes long. Angela Mills on the far side. Looks to try to cut inside from Jolie Dowling. Dowling gets a toe in. And Salisbury have the throw in, which is quickly taken. Nishitani goes back to Hannah Freer. Sugihara, the assistant on this near side, has the flag up early. Rihanna Herring. And offside is given. Here's Leslie Kigenier. The finest that France has to offer. She goes long. A chip over the top. Ashitani gets the head to it. Salisbury enter clear. Throw in for Flinders. That's for Salisbury. Sugihara is crowded in there. Zoe Jackson tries to get a toe to it. Flinders come away with it. Victoria Rickards tries to chip forward, but referee pulls the game back for an infringement, an earlier infringement, and Emma Mackay will take the kick here. Leah Grumble doesn't quite get it. Salisbury have the throw in this near side. Grumble with the throw, goes down the line. Sugihara. Nice turn to beat Victoria Rickards. Goes back to Grumble. Rickards wins the ball nicely. Bethany Beale's the Flinders player now battling for it. Jasmine Stiles wins the contest. Sugihara has it. Goes back to Grumble. Inside to Chantal Ryder, but Nishitani takes it. There's a first time ball through, but Kagenier gets the better of it. Kagenier goes on the overlapping run. She's screaming for the ball back. Cote Roas has hung on to it. And that must be a little bit frustrating for Kagenier, who was on a good run. But eventually it comes back to Emma Mackay. She goes inside. Victoria Rickards. Kagenier again. Stiles. Flicks it through to Mills, and that's a lovely little through ball by Mills to Sugihara, edge of the box. Gets the feet wrong though, to be honest. And Mackay clears the danger for Flinders United. Cross comes into the middle. Pops up in the air, Dowling clears on as far as King. Flinders still have it. Grumble. Comes back to DeMarco. Throw in the far side for Flinders United. Jolie Dowling takes it. Goes to Cote Rojas. Sugihara with a first time touch. It's enough to take her past Mackay. It's a foot race. She still has it. Alicia Rose intercepts there for Flinders. And Robin Price combines well too. And offside given. Right on the halfway line. It's very tight. Chantel Ryder with the kick now. She goes long there. Target was Talia Combrel. Doesn't get to her, but they do win the throw. Styles tries to thread it through. Gets the shot off, but it's very wide. And we're seeing our first substitutions of the day. And it looks like Nicola Frazetto and Chloe Shaw will be coming on. Zoe Jackson leaves us for Salisbury Inter. So Erin Hood on for Salisbury Inter. Nicola Frazetto on for Salisbury Inter. Charlotte King coming off and Zoe Jackson coming off. Decent defending there by Gabriella DeMarco to find her goalkeeper. Ball goes out, throw in this near side to be taken by Emma Mackey. Cotty Rojas receives the ball, back to Mackey. She goes inside. Flinders combine well. Adicott doesn't quite get there. Interclear the lines only as far as Kagenier. She chips over the top. Chantel Ryder gets her head to it. Ryder again. Deemed to have been fouled. And the free kick goes her way. Here's Yasmin Elliott with the goal kick now. Cotty Rojas doesn't quite win the ball there. DeMarco does. But Flinders somehow get the ball back. Dowling on the far side now. Goes along the ground to Adicott. And Flinders United win a throw in on the far side. Dowling with the throw. It's not very clean football on that far side, but it's quite congested. And eventually Inter come away with it. Can they create the space? No, they can't. Again, a little bit scrappy. Ball ends up going all the way back to Yasmin Elliott. Nice little chip by Elliott. Rojas flicks it on. Lovely football. Victoria Rickards. Comes back to Cotty Rojas. She goes for an ambitious crossfield pass, but only succeeds in giving possession away. And just over the last couple of minutes, it's become quite a scrappy affair out there. Far side here. Ills goes back to Sugihara at the edge of the box. She tried to play in Nishitana. But that's good football. And here's Koti Rojas. She was definitely onside at that point. But will she get to the touchline here? No, it's gone. And in fact, play's been called back for offside, and Koti Rojas has received a yellow card for dissent. She's been caught offside on a number of occasions and has questioned them, and in some cases maybe rightly. But maybe the manner in which she's delivering her dissent has been deemed unacceptable by the referee, and she's the first player into the book today. Here's Hannah Freer on the far side now for Salisbury, but the ball has gone out. Throw in, she wins. Nishitani. Back to Freer, who chips it forward. Angela Mills tried to receive. Couldn't quite get it under control. It's gone out to throw in. Here's Jolie Dowling to take it. Cleared by Hannah Freer. Flinders United throwing in the far side. Sugihara. Nice pass along the ground there. Angela Mills has it. She's got Kagenia to beat. She does with the cross. Mackie gets the ball and she'll clear for Flinders. Chip forward. Rojas is definitely onside that time, but Comley will get it. And here's Victoria Rickards. She's got the ball and she has a little bit of space. Something Flinders have maybe struggled a little bit to find against this Salisbury side. Rojas is in the penalty box now. Can she get the better rider? A little trip. Maybe. Not given. And a free kick goes Salisbury Inter's way. No argument though from the Flinders players. And in fact it's a drop ball, which has now been done. And Comley picks up. Kagenia now chips forward. Claudia Adicott's going to chase that. She's breathing down Hannah Freer's neck. But Comley clears. Nishitani has it now. Sugihara beats two players, stumbles, wins a free kick. Here comes Salisbury now with this free kick. Nishitani in the far side. Chips into the middle. A lot of power behind that cross, and it was very low too. Difficult one to manage, but Salisbury do eventually try to chip the ball through Erin Hood. But it's collected by Yasmin Elliott. "25 minutes to go. 1-1 here between 7th and 8th. The Apex Steel Women's National Premier League. Here's Koti Rojas now making her way forward. Threads the pass through to Claudia Adicott, but she's judged to be offside. Jasmine Stiles can't get the ball under control. Flinders have it. Victoria Rickards. Sugihara has Nishitani in the overlap. Finds her. Jasmine Stiles is in the middle. So is Erin Hood. Hood receives it. Opts to go back. It's a little chip over the top. Jasmine Stiles gets her head to it, but only succeeds in knocking it out, and it's a goal kick. 65 minutes gone on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Yasmin Elliott with the kick. Nicola Frazetto with the throw. Finds Sugihara, who tries to find Erin Hood. Ball goes out, and Nicola Frazetto gets another chance to throw the ball in. Frazetto receives it back. Sugihara twisting and turning. Goes low into the middle. Hood with a nice turn, but it's not quite enough to beat her opponent. Rojas is quicker to the ball there than DeMarco, but Hannah Freer clears. Salisbury have it, but they can't quite get it under control. And in the end, an optimistic tip over the top for Angela Mills to chase is the outcome. Dowling receives it. Congested again in that corner as Flinders look to clear the lines, but all they win's a throw and maybe respite. A little bit of a pause in play here. Suspected head knock to one of the Flinders players. But I'll be honest, Flinders' numbers in their backs are really hard to make out. They've got a white font and a very light shirt. Making it quite difficult to make out exactly what the problem is or which player's affected, but we're back underway. Throw in for Flinders. Jolie Dowling receives it. Sorry, she took the throw, but it's gone out. Salisbury have it. Sugihara with the throw. Goes down to the touchline. Erin Hood has it. Hood keeps it in play despite the tensions of Lizzie Kagenier. But Kagenier wins the ball. Flinders clear again, but it's another throw for Salisbury Inter. Throw in by Inter, cleared by Jolie Dowling. Sugihara and Nishitani combine. Nishitani eventually has the cross. And it breaks to Nicola Frazetto. She tries to play a 1-2. But it's intercepted by Robin Price. But again, Flinders' attack breaks down in that final third. And Inter have it. But they give it away. Flinders United have it again. Little chip over the top there from Bethany Beale. It doesn't work out for Flinders. Frazetto runs into Robin Price. And to still have it, they're trying to play football and they've succeeded. They've made a little bit of space for themselves. It's a chip over the top, one for Erin Hood to chase. She won't get there in front of Dowling. Good defending by the right back. She clears. And Tom Monsignor, Flinders United coach, looks like he's intending to make a change, which looks like it will coincide with the drinks break. The player did all that warm up for nothing. Didn't even get to come on straight away. Well, maybe not for nothing. She'll get on in a minute or two once they've had a drinks break. 70 minutes gone in this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League match. Brought to you by the RAA, proud sponsors of football in South Australia. I'm your host, David Grant. We've had 70 minutes together, folks. We've got another 20 to go. It's 1-0. Victoria Rickards opening the scoring for Flinders United in the 19th minute. After a little bit confusion in the lead up as to whether the goal was if there'd been an offside earlier in the move, but it stood, and then Haruna Sugihara pulled an equalizer back in the 33rd minute for Salisbury Inter. Quick drinks break here. It's not an overly hot day, but it is quite warm down in that pitch. Pitch here in fantastic condition, really, it has to be said. I did go down there and dig my car keys into the middle, as you do. Well, that's what the media people do. We just go down digging our car keys in just to check what the soil's like. The pitch is in great condition, considering how dry the summer has been. I've had a little bit of rain overnight here in South Australia, which has probably just dampened it nicely. I think the substitution that's been made by Flinders is Samantha Gonzalez Pinheiro that's come on. But again, the numbers are really hard to make out in that far side. Just the numbers on those shirts for Flinders United. But that's who I think it is. I'll confirm that when I can. I'll also confirm who's left, because that's hard to tell as well. Here's Erin Hood for Salisbury Inter. Wins a throw in. Nishitani shapes up to take it. She comes back to Hannah Freer. Throw in again in the far side for Salisbury Inter. Nishitani takes. Erin Hood has it in the corner. She twists and turns and beats two players with it. But the cross is poor, but it's sliced and it's broken. It's broken to Salisbury Inter. Angela Mills, the player who's stabbed it from close range to put Salisbury Inter to a 2-1 lead. And that came out of nothing, but some fine work in the far side there by Salisbury Inter in the lead up to it after winning successive throw-ins. Salisbury Inter go 2-1 up in this Apex Steel Women's National Premier League. Massive game this for both clubs. They're both sitting down just with one win in their first 3 or 4 games. And Angela Mills has put Salisbury into a 2-1 lead. Angela Mills scored last week in their 2-0 win over Campbelltown. She came off the bench last week actually, but started this week. But Yasmin Elliott left exposed there in Flinders' goal after Erin Hood just bamboozled her opponents in the corner. Frizzetto wins the throw in this near side. Goes short to Hood, the goal scorer. Frizzetto again. Just an update on that substitution. The girl with the ball now is Amy Chilvers. She's the player who's come on, and not, as I suggested earlier, Samantha Gonzalez Pinheiro. Definitely Amy Chilvers. I can see the number now, 25. Nishitani now. Angela Mills. Tries to chip over the top. It's up in the air. Nobody seemed to want it. Cote Rojas now with it. Ricards now. Prezzetto interferes and clears. That's a throw in. Emma Mackey with the ball now for with the throw. We'll pause and play while one of the Flinders players ties her laces. Here's Leslie Kigenier, opts to go long. Nice chip over the top. Chilvers is onto this. She'll get there first. Comley's missed it. Cote Rojas has it. Can she make the space for the shot? Oh, she can't. Chantel Ryder puts in a tackle and clears. And there was a suggestion there of an infringement that might have led to a penalty, but nice clean tackle by Ryder. And it's a corner now for Flinders. 15 minutes to go. Corner kick very close to the goalkeeper. I think might have had it covered. Speculative chip back into the middle. It's collected by Comley. Salisbury Inter look to try and get another goal. You feel if they do get another one, it would put this game to bed. Sterling misjudges the bounce of the ball there. It's all safe anyway. Yasmin Elliott has it. She clears out to this side of the park. More substitutions from Flinders being made. Emma Mackey leaves the park. Double substitution for Flinders. As Prezzetto waits to take the throw in. And Salisbury Inter have made a substitution as well. There's a lot going over on that touchline. I've missed most of it, but I'll update you with what those changes are as soon as I know myself. Here's Prezzetto with the ball now. Selena Cravo has come on for Salisbury Inter. And Angela Mills is the player who's made way. Mills has had a great game too, but here's Cravo now with the ball. Loses out to Kigenier. McDonald Hall looks to clear. Only gets as far as Erin Hood. But her ball in the middle is straight to Kigenier. Georgia Bolton, number 32 there for Flinders, is another player that's just come on. There's a touch to the ball but loses out. And Prezzetto has it now. She's got the throw in. And they're all by herself as Selena Cravo, completely unmarked by Flinders. They fell to sleep there. And a penalty given for a push on Jasmine Stiles in the box, and Flinders United have a penalty. And Robin Price is the player who's judged to have been the offender there. But to be honest, Selena Cravo was given the freedom of Jep's cross there to get that ball and put it through. Just wasn't picked up at all from the throw-in. And she'll now take this penalty. Selena Cravo. Yasmin Elliott dives low to her right, but misses it, doesn't get there, and Selena Cravo scores the penalty that she really created with a fine through ball after being given acres of space, it has to be said, from the throw-in. And Salisbury Inter going to a 3-1 lead now here. And that surely is insurmountable with 10 minutes to go. Flinders get us back underway, but they've got a big job ahead of them now. 10 minutes to go. 3-1 down. In a game that really is a must-win for these sides. Both of them trying to get out of that relegation zone. Bottom side in the WNPL, of course, is the team that goes down. Second bottom goes into a playoff with second from the WSL, the division below. But it'll start to make things difficult for Flinders if they can't get something out of this. It'll make it 1 win from their opening 4 games. Salisbury Inter will move into a more respectable 2 wins out of their first 4 games, if the scores stay the same, as they are now on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Selena Cravo in the corner, lands on the corner flag. Bit of a wrestling match on the far side, but the ball eventually goes out and Yasmin Elliott gets the goal kick for Flinders. Prezzetto, heavy first touch, Bolton clears. It's a throw in for Salisbury Inter. Nobody wants to scale the fence and retrieve the ball. We do have multiple balls at the park in this day and age, of course. Many years ago when I was a player, we had 1 ball and that was it. And that was at all levels. Internationals, cup finals, the lot. 1 match ball. Imagine that, folks. Here's Prezzetto. Cravo looks for Sugihara, doesn't get there, and Flinders concede another throw in off the back of Victoria Rickard's heel. Prezzetto with another kick. She was looking for Sugihara. It comes to Bolton for Flinders. Bolton looks to spread the play. Chilvers is the receiver. Chip over the top. A little bit of a miscommunication at the back between Salisbury. Rojas plays the ball through. But Comley's out quickly and bravely at Bolton's feet. Wins the ball, which I think she's still clutching. And Georgia Bolton's booked for the challenge. Comley still on the ground. Hasn't really moved yet. 5 minutes to go here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Comley's back up on her feet, thankfully. Chantel Ryder gets his back underway here. Launches forward. Dowling misses the header, but Kagenia will clean up. Goes out. It's a throw in. It's been given the other way from that which I think the players maybe expected, but Julie Dowling will take that. She goes up the line. Silvers, nice turn. Beats Hannah Freer. No mean task that. Makes her way to the byline. Chantel Ryder will probably get the better here. Silvers misses out. It's a goal kick. Five minutes left for Flinders United to try and get something out of this. They find themselves 3-1 down. They were 1-1 at half time. Indeed, they opened the scoring. Victoria Rickards in the 19th minute, which seems a long time ago now. For Haruna Sugihara pulled one back in the 33rd minute, making it 1-1 at half time. Then Angela Mills puts Salisbury Inter 2-1 up. Sorry, Angela Mills didn't, but she was the assist. Lovely turn in the corner. Let's put it in for Erin Hood. And Selena Cravo with a penalty in the 80th minute has given Salisbury into a 3-1 lead. Robin Price wins the ball in midfield for Flinders. They've worked hard today. They don't really deserve to be 3-1 down. Rojas with the ball at her feet now. Frazzetto offers a challenge, but it's not quite enough. Salisbury Inter have come away with it. Erin Hood, Sugihara. Hood tries to win it back again. Flinders still have it. Here's Bethany Beale. Chip over the top. Chantel Ryder just gets her head to it. Nishitani now clears. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Nicola Frazzetto with it. Cravo. Cotty Rojas is away. She doesn't get to it in time though, it's gone out of play. Frazzetto with the throw in now in this near side. 2 minutes of regulation time left. She goes line. Erin Hood wins a throw in for Salisbury, which Nishitana has made her way over from left back to take. Sorry, it's a free kick. And Nishitana has made her way over from left back to take this. Goes short after that. Erin Hood in the corner. Challenge, but still has it. Nishitana with a cross. Cleared by Kagenia. Bolton has it after a misunderstanding between Salisbury Inter's players. Here's Amy Chilvers. Salisbury clear the lines. Comes to Victoria Rickards. Chip over the top. And a shot from an offside position though. Comfortably taken by Comley. Resulting in a free kick for Salisbury Inter. Chantel Ryder now with the free kick. Goes hard and long. It's taken by Cravo. Salisbury enter. And a packed midfield there. Comes out to Gabriella DeMarco. But Flinders have it. Chip forward. Freer's on the ball. Clears for Salisbury Inter despite the tensions of Coti Rojas. Gugenier finds Chilvers. Ryder with a through ball. One for Erin Hood to chase, but Yasmin Elliott will get there first. And she clears. 90 minutes gone, we're into extra time now. Sugihara, Jasmine Stiles, nice football. Erin Hood will get to this. Still has it, despite the close attentions of Kagenia on the far side. She wins the throw. Salisbury Inter win the corner kick. Might be the last piece of play here. Referee has had a couple of glances at his watch. Dennis Boulajage. Short one taken. Flinders sleeping there a little bit. I think on to it quickly. Here's Jolie Dowling. Flinders look to play out from the back, but Salisbury Inter break it down. Chantel Ryder has the ball. Stiles, Nishitani with a speculative shot. Taken by Yasmin Elliott. Elliott clears. It's a decent kick. It's also a bit of a lottery when it's bouncing around like that. Sugihara has it though. She plays in Erin Hood. Can Erin Hood keep this one in? It's just gone beyond her. Jasmine Stiles collects now. Georgia Bolton. Coti Rojas. Gets her opponent to the ground, wins the throw in. Georgia Bolton has it. Throw in seemed to take an hour to get to her, but her little chip forward's just gone all the way through to the goalkeeper, who's collected it. And I think we're just about done, folks. Gugenier wins the header. Rickards has it. Chips forward for Coti Rojas. She's chasing it. Gabrielle DeMarco's onto her. Coti Rojas still has it. Tries to thread in Chilvers. Doesn't quite come off. And Inter are back defending in numbers. Rojas with the shot eventually, but it's taken comfortably by Comley, who goes to ground. Comley clears. Cravo makes an effort for the header, but doesn't come off. And Coti Rojas might get to this first. She doesn't. Comley clears, but offside given. Comley will take the kick to get us back underway. Dowling with a header. Solid one. Cravo has the ball at her feet now. Dowling clears. Salisbury Inter throw in the far side. Sugihara and Nishitana combine. Cravo. Back to Sugihara. Dowling clears, but it comes off Nishitani and she wins the throw. Georgia Bolton with a throw now. Flinders still playing with spirit. The lead is unassailable now. They can't catch it surely, but Flinders still putting in the effort. And there indeed goes the final whistle here at Service FM Stadium at Jeps Cross. It's finished 3-1 in Salisbury Inter's favour on the One World Sportal LED scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. This game is also proudly brought to you by RA, proud supporters of football in South Australia. It's finished 3-1 here for Salisbury Inter in a game that really was a 6-pointer. That'll take Salisbury Inter up to 2 wins from their opening 4 games, 6 points. And they'll jump up the table a little bit with that. For Flinders, they'll have to go back, have a think about it, come back stronger next week. But they will be sitting down near that relegation spot. 2 sides, 2 clubs in danger of going down. The bottom side goes down, second bottom will go into a playoff with the teams from the tier below. But certainly some work to do for Flinders. I don't feel they were 3-1's probably a fair reflection of play. I mean, Salisbury Inter were probably the better of the 2 sides across the full 90 minutes. Flinders had a very good first half, but Salisbury undid them in the second half. Goals in the 19th minute from Victoria Rickards for Flinders United before Salisbury Inter scored 3. Not in succession though. Sugihara equalised. Then there were goals later in the game, including a Selena Cravo penalty. I'm going to head off now. Stay around, tune into the FSA League's channels to watch all your live games here. And we'll see you around. It's been a pleasure. Adios.